A very good evening from the newsroom. The news for this Friday, 22nd of December. The police have confirmed late today that they treating MNA Rosie Bist's death as murder. The suspect is Ms. Bist's 37-year-old daughter, who is also from Pointe-la-Rue. The suspect has been arrested and will appear in court on Tuesday, the 26th of December. Meanwhile, the police inquiry is continuing. A police statement says that MNA Bist's unresponsive body was found at her house following an appeal for help by a family member who had reported to the Ensopin police station after 11 p.m. Mrs. Bistoke was the proportionally nominated member of LDS. There have been several messages of condolences following her death, including from the President of the Republic and several political parties.
In a message of condolence, President Uvarom Kalawan says that Mrs. Bistoke's death is an enormous loss for Seychelles. He described her as a brilliant leader and a champion in promoting nursing in Seychelles and worldwide. The president added that the country has lost a valuable daughter. We are sad, he said, adding that Rosie Bistoke will be remembered for her cheerfulness and calm, even when things around her were not going well. Meanwhile, the United Seychelles Party has extended its sincere condolences and sympathy to the family of Mrs. Bistoke and to the L'Union Démocratique Cécillois. A statement from United Seychelles said the country had sadly lost a strong woman in leadership and a dedicated healthcare professional. United Seychelles adds that Mrs. Bistoke will be remembered for her years of devotion as a qualified nurse and her generous contribution towards the development of healthcare in Seychelles. The LDS leader, Roger Mostien, pointed out that Mrs. Bistoke has given to so many as a health professional and will remain as a testament of her service to our nation. Mr. Mostien added that in all her various capacities, Mrs. Bistoke served with dedication and professionalism. He said her contribution will be greatly missed. Mrs. Rosie Bistoke led the Nurse Association of Seychelles, NAS, from 2015 to 2023. In its statement, the association described her death as a blow to not only her immediate family members, but also to the nursing community. NAS described her as a great champion in strengthening advancement in nursing.
The alleged witchcraft case against 8 men, including a Tanzanian and United Seychelles Party leader Patrick Emini, will be heard again on January the 19th of next year. Dr. Emini's lawyer, Basil Oraro, made a plea that his client be tried separately from the other defendants in this case. And Anthony Juliette, who represents 2 of the accused, asked the court to dismiss the case as the prosecution are yet to give all documents pertaining to this case to the defense. The court has ruled that this should be done no later than the 4th of January, or else the case shall go on without the said evidence. Many businesses and families have started to evaluate the cost of what they lost during the explosion at CCCL nearly 2 weeks ago. Some have started to file a claim with their insurance companies, but many have indicated that they do not have an insurance and are asking about the issue of compensation.
Now that the dust has settled since the explosion at CCCL around 2 weeks ago, more questions are being asked concerning who will bear the loss and damage cost. Many people were injured during the explosion and 43 families completely lost their homes. Around 400 other homes were either seriously or partially destroyed. Most of the businesses at Providence suffered extensive damages, and many remain concerned about the loss of revenue as they have had to temporarily close their doors. The explosion in the early hours of Thursday, 7th December, took place when 4 containers of explosives exploded on a property that CCCL was leasing from government for the sum of around 900,000 rupees every year. The 30-year lease was signed in 2006, and it stipulates that CCCL should have an insurance. According to the 2021 financial statement, the fixed assets value of CCCL amounts to around 17 million rupees, and the annual return shows that a dividend of 63 million rupees was paid to the main shareholder of CCCL, that is, Island Motors. CCCL has once again declined our request for an interview, saying that there is a police investigation.
A total of 250,000 parcels and small packets have been received by the Postal Services so far this year. The Marketing and Communication Manager, Meryl Esperon, says that this is expected to increase by the end of the year as they are receiving up to 8,000 parcels every day. As such, the Postal Services estimates that at the end of 2023, they will have received a total of 300,000 parcels. She also said that several measures have been implemented for this festive season.
For us, this is a record as compared to last year. Last year, we received for the whole year 157,000 packets, and in the year before that, it was 65,000 packets. And we have put in place various measures to help people get their items as fast as possible. We have the door-to-door service delivery, which we started since November 14th, and it's been going well so far, but it's a bit slow. Per day, we are through door to door. We are delivering around 125 to 200 packets in a day, and it's a very efficient and fast service. And we hope that with time, as more people get to know about the service, more people will access this service to help us deliver the packets a bit more quickly.
And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. And next on SBC is the local cookery program, La Cuisine. Have a very pleasant evening.